I really hope that we are fine now. Alright, so we're back on stream, and I'm just going to draw some things on the screen and go through the previous match, so I know that we're not having a PowerPoint presentation going on when there's supposed to be a stream. So yes, let's go back to the map strat. What happened in the earlier match that was full of stutter and lag was that for Team 1 moved towards the Kappa side. They're moving to the F7 ridge for full map control of this area. As for Team 2, they were hanging around the castle area in the middle, and they went this way for some reason. Apparently, there was a light from the other team around there. So they continued moving in this direction, but Team 1 made the fatal error of getting caught in this area where there are very few sightlines, and you can get jumped on really, really fast. There are lots of avenues to get jumped on. Team 2 actually ran back into the castle after that. So, back here. And from this point on, it only went badly for Team 1 because they got jumped really, really, really hard. They couldn't leverage on the range advantage or anything. And they just went down. Boom. That was match 1. So now we're going on to match 2. And match 2 is the same except both teams will be swapping sides. Give me a moment to do some lobby admin. And I just realized, like the fool I am, I didn't bring up the map strat. So, yeah, here's a run through again. Team 1 ran this way. Team 2 ran this way. And then Team 1 pushed the advantage a little bit too far. And so Team 2 came back into castle. Lots of avenues to attack, and they jumped on Team 1. Summarize. Wonderful. I'm sorry for the radio cast earlier and the PowerPoint presentation, but just be assured that when I do a PowerPoint presentation, people do listen. I think. And so, right now it is in White Knight Legion's favor. Had it 6-1, and we will be beginning the second match very, very soon. The truth is, I'm actually just waiting on the delay, so I know that my stream is actually doing well. Like, there are no frames being lost because earlier my connection, it was yellowish at best and red at worst. I do not know why the Sydney servers hate me, but it's probably because I'm from the north and I'm not from Australia. Or maybe the kangaroos have a hard-on for me. And the match will begin in around 1 minute, so just hold on tight until then. Okay, and both teams are locked, but just give me a few seconds because I really want to see the stream health before I go into the match. It's not exactly fun to stare at moving images for most of the game, but this time I'm on Singapore servers. I'm on home ground. It should be fine, I think. I think. And we're good. Look at all the bits that are going through. Alright, let's get this show on the go. I'll give the teams the heads up, and we will be going in around 15 seconds. And welcome back to Tourmaline Desert! Look at the frames on this thing. It's not one frame every 4 seconds. And so, as usual, we shall check out their loadouts. Piranha 1. Machine guns. Looks like a lot of splats. White Knight is bringing more or less the same drop deck as the last round. Yep, they are, and they're splitting up to get both caps. At least they're going to try to. As for Clan Crossfire, it seems that they may be playing the same game as well. They have one AC2 Dragon, but the rest of the mechs are SRM mechs. At least that's what I think off the top of my head.
At 25%.
This links.
We have gained Epsilon. Targets.
And it is true, they are bringing SRMX. So this round will be a fight of brawlers, and both teams will just crash into each other, and that's gonna be the match right there. But take note, what's interesting is that both teams have one mech with quite a lot of range, ERPPCs and AC2s. So that gives them a little bit of, how do you say, utility. And Tios here, he's getting into trouble. Let's take a look at what Mr. Sumaru sees.
Target spotted.
Strike online.
The fight has begun proper, and Tios is in the thick of it. He's running away, Bowser's on him. Bowser is on him really hard. He's trying to save him, but the damage has been done already. And the fight is going to start very, very soon. Ooh! And Shotgun Fist with the commit. They're all going in now. Let's take a look at Shotgun Fist.
Target spotted.
He's already lost his arms! And he's going down soon.
Target spotted.
And there seems to be a little bit of congestion here.
New target acquired.
Landing very good shots.
New target acquired.
Draven goes down, focused.
New target acquired.
Mr. Sumaru goes down. Lawrence goes down. Clan Crossfire bringing the brawl to them. Nikor overheats, but Tios, well, he was damaged already to begin with. Couldn't do much about that. They're going to have to chase Texan Scrub Lord down, and I think Bowser is still alive. Yes, Bowser is still alive. He has to make the play for the game and try to win by caps.
Heat level critical.
And here's the Texan Scrub Lord, and he went down just as I hopped in his cockpit.
We've already gained a quarter of the resources. Keep it up.
And Bowser is still in the game, but what is his plan? He has to run. He can't fight them, and they have the speed advantage as well. Run, Bowser, run for your life. His legs are open, and if he loses
New
one
target
leg, it's going to be the
acquired.
end for him. And he loses the leg. The game is settled.
Airport destroyed. New target.
We've gathered enough resources. This triumph will provide us huge tactical benefits.
It's a win for CrossFit. So looking at the damage stats, it's pretty high. It's much higher on the CrossFit side, and it's pretty well spread out as well, except for Shotgun Fist, who actually dived. He opened for the team, so it couldn't be helped. Well, that was a great brawl anyway. Now I just have to take note of it. 64. Alright, so back to the map strat. This time is reasonably much more simple. The teams basically crashed into each other around the back area here. So I really don't have much to say about this. It was just an all-out brawl, and it was great to watch. It was a bit chaotic, but that's fine and all. Clan Crossfire really just showed that they are the better brawlers in general for now, and I'm quite sure that the Dragons' sustained DPS from the UAC 2s against the Ice Ferrets ER PPCs did do a lot more damage. For the UAC 2 against PPCs, I would rather take UAC 2s because, well, when you're in a brawl, you can just crank out all the damage that you need. But for the PPCs, with the cooldown nerfs that they've been receiving over and over again, right now cooldown is at 5 seconds, and that is not exactly good for the weapon. PGI, if you're hearing this, please buff the ER PPCs, I would appreciate it. And don't worry, we have giveaways coming up later, and for now, let's let the teams prepare for the next match. I'm going to update the overlay. And here we are. Drop 3 is Caustic Valley. We'll have a lot more tonnage. So here's the interesting part for Caustic. Right, so I'll run you through the map strat for Caustic. Most of the time, most of the teams will take advantage in the Caldera. They'll rarely actually have to fight there. They'll probably have to fight somewhere surrounding the Caldera. What's interesting about Caustic is that apart from brawling, there are actually range strats where you take the corner of the map, and then you just rain free on anything that you see. And because there isn't much rocky terrain around this blue circle, between the blue circle and the red circle, you can actually do a lot of damage in the meantime. Alright, it's time to take a look at the lobby. I will see the status. Alright, the teams are still setting up in the lobby, so give them a moment. In the meantime, please be active in the chat. We have a few giveaways coming up soon. Did I say giveaways? Yes, I did say giveaways. Alright, both teams are locked for the caustic match. Let's have some fun. And as the circle spins, I shall be silent. No, it's not a radio cast.
You expected a radiocast, but it was me, Headless.
Right, and to the mechs.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource point.
So Clan Crossfire, they have min-max, 3 assaults and 3 lights. Looks like a full Daka deck. And on the other team side, they have much more variation in their mechs. So it seems that they have Daka as well and some PPCs, but they're going to be having a long range fight. I'm not sure where this will happen. Will it be over the caldera or will it be in the corners of the map?
Resource point Theta is ours. Command confirming that we have possession of Kappa. They've taken Epsilon.
And now one team has data, and White Knight Legion is balled up really hard on the ridge. They seem to be using that as their position of dominance. Assert your dominance with the T-pose! Kozen probably knows where they are. He's taken some hits from them, and let's see how Clan Crossfire will react to them, because right now the Reds are the ones in the dominant position, and if CrossFit peaks, they have to go for a full commit. They only have 3 assaults and 3 lights that can try to munch the butts. There is also the cap strat where the assaults sit back and the lights go around capping. And Texan Scrub Lord finds where they are. I'm gonna see what Captain Cat sees.
Target spotted.
Artillery strike online.
He's got full reign over the
Air strike
caldera, and
online.
wow. He can see the light peeking, but he can't see the... Oh, he sees the main force. He takes the damage from them. And the Annihilator mounts not doing it a service. Strikes being dropped. And so now it's power position against power position. I'm not sure which team will take initiative first, but if Clan Crossfire's assaults can weather the storm and somehow get the jump, which is probably unlikely, they might be able to win. But at the moment, it seems that both teams will be standing still for quite a period of time, just browbeating each other. In this engagement, I'd say that CrossFit is not in a good position because they have 3 assaults, really slow ones at that, and the opponent is reasonably more mobile, meaning that the opponent can stay at range more and make better trades against assaults, which have to commit. Captain Cat getting some shots off. He loses a dead arm, I think. Yep, he's safe, that's just a dead arm. But he's taken quite a bit of damage already, and that does not bode well because the enemy has hardly taken a scratch. I'm interested in what Kozen's doing though. One touch to the XL and he's down. Oh, that was a bad burn. That Wolfhound knows that he has the dominant position. He's just staring him down. He has to disengage here.
Critical damage.
I love light fights, and it's not because I'm a light pilot. I just love them, okay? There's so much psychology in it.
Destroyed.
If I were Kozen, I'd have just immediately run away, but alright. They're getting harassed by the PPC summoner Tios Zane. It's drawing away their attention from the main fight. But the fight itself has not begun yet. Draven with the Nightjar. Is that the Nightjar? No, it's Gauss and medium lasers, I think. And they're just taking pot shots, pop-tarting across the ridge of Caustic. But Bowser and Lawrence are moving. Could this be the start of the fight very soon? EXK in the Fafnir 5, let's see what he sees.
Target spotted.
Lots of smoke. I love the environmental details in this game, by the way. Sarcasm. He knows that they are coming thanks to the intelligence he's getting, but he can't really do much. The Fafnir walking CT. And here we go, let's see what Bowser sees. Bowser, he gets the kill!
Engaged.
Target spotted.
He gets the kill through the smoke. He gets the kill on Captain Cat, who has been beat up all this time. That means that Clan Crossfire has lost 200 tons already. And the Caldera fight has begun, and they have... Well, CrossFit has been on the losing end because of the lack of mobility. They were forced to take the position and were not allowed to move from there, whereas the White Knights, they could actually just run around. The only issue I have with this thing is that you can't... When you get into someone's cockpit, it messes up the scoreboard. So I don't really know who's alive and who's dead, unless I see the Doritos. And it seems like the lights are trying to make a play, but Matt Moesa goes down to lots of focus fire. Where's the last blue Dorito? He can't win by caps, but he can try to run and prolong the game. Hope it's not lost yet, because there was that long moratorium period at the start of the game, but can he make use of it? He's going to harass Texan just to prevent the cap. And he gets nailed! He gets nailed! That's gotta hurt. And a summoner is chasing the Arctic Cheetah. This looks very funny. I remember when the summoner was a more mobile mech. It could run at 87 base speed, I believe. So after speed tweak, it would be around 90 something. You chase lights in it with SRMs. And TK is gonna go down soon. He's taking focus from 3 or 4 mechs at the same time. It's not looking good for him. But that's a desperate play, and well, sometimes you gotta do it. He goes down. So White Knights will win the match just by taking the last cap point. All in all, that's a pretty solid game. Bowser just firing his cannons as much as he can. Will we see some team killing action? The fact that the match hasn't ended means that, well, if they don't cap the points, CXF can actually get the win. Well, Draven in a nightjar going for the cap.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
Is this a Jade Falcon scout lens? And so this match ends in White Knight Legion's favor.
Kappa is under enemy control.
Alright, so Team 2 ended the match reasonably fresh. Everybody was green. It's a 6-0. And the damage score, well, it speaks for itself. The CXF lights were mostly focused on capping. They didn't really try to distract the main force. And the main force was just too heavy to disengage. Meanwhile, they were getting pot-shotted and abused by the guys on the White Knight Legion. Let's hit the map strat. So a long story short on the previous game was that CrossFit moved up here. This was the concave. And the other team moved up around the ridge around here, was it? I'm not too good at reading this kind of map because I can't see the details on it. And there was a light skirmish in D5. Lots of long-range fire and trading before the actual commit, where the White Knights just went to Caldera and pushed across because they had been already taking pot shots from both F5 here and peeking a little bit from here. There was also Tios the Summoner, which was somewhere in G4 and poking them to get their attention. So in general, that was in favor of White Knight Legion because of the lack of mobility on CrossFit's side. If CrossFit had an opening to just go balls deep and push like across the Caldera before taking too much damage, they would have had a chance. Now, be right back. I need to do some lobby admin. And I am back. Give me a moment to update the scoreboard. It was 6-0 in Clan Crossfire's favor, and now it is drop 4 where both teams are still on caustic, but they swap sides. So far it's been neck to neck. It's been great games. Now we shall wait as the teams come back into the lobby after the side switch. So if you stay tuned, I will have a handful of giveaway codes, and that will be done most likely between this match and the next match. Be active in chat. Be nice. So earlier, let's go back to the map strat while the teams get ready. Earlier we saw a ranged confrontation across the caldera. And well, a bit from here as well. But what I'm interested in is whether this time the teams will be taking an alternative route, like what happens in Park Hill, NASCAR. Whether they will be running around the outskirts, because there is actually quite a bit of interesting there are quite a bit of interesting things to be done around the outskirts of Caustic Valley. You never really see the outskirts such as this area and this area. Let me color them in with white. Oh, I'm spraying white all over the place. Oh. Yeah, you never really see those areas, so you don't really get fights in there, but it is possible if one team balls up around a point, but the points are mostly in low ground, so it's not exactly the best idea. Maybe if they want to hold a point, you could actually see fights in the fringe. But until then, it'll be, really around this center area. Too bad Mech Warriors mode zone allow you to go out of that. So we're still waiting for the teams to lock in. I'm wondering what I should be doing. Oh, where's my giveaway tool? Where's my giveaway tool? Alright, I got rid of some of the things. I'm going to do a quick giveaway here. So right now, sorry, that was a wrong overlay. Right now, I have one code and 1000 MC going. Let's see who is the lucky person to win the first one. Let's go. One Mech Bay, let's go. Excuse me, Texan Scrub Lord. Okay, and we will do one more for after 1000 MC if you don't claim it by being in chat when this overlay comes up in the stream. I'll assume that you're forfeited, so make sure you take note, yeah? This is 1K MC. Xanthus29 gets 1000 MC. I thought it was going to be a bot, but okay, it's Xanthus. Okay, let's get back to the main overlay. And we are going for the match. Let the circle spin. Alright, and the circle is spinning. Give us a moment. And here we are. We have loaded in. And let me get the camera to the caldera, because it's better when it's hot. Yeah. Oh yeah. I like it hot like I'm in the Wild West. Right, and here we go. They're dropping, and what does Crossfire have? Is that a brawl deck? Crossfire, is that a brawl deck? Team 1 looks like nothing much changed from the previous game. They're going for range, Daka, lasers, and some PPCs. While Clan Crossfire looks like they're going full commit brawl. Let me just go confirm this, yeah? Okay. Yep, lots of front-loaded splats. What is with that bright pink Orion? That's sexy. Okay. And Kozend is taking the point. He's also going to be scouting them. Crossfire has been taking the ridges on the outside of the map, just like they did in the previous game. And Bowser, well, Bowser is up front, but it's not worth diving a single mech and risking your whole team just to do that. Oh! He nearly gets to jump on Bowser. Now Bowser knows that they have SRMs. So we're gonna see a really big car crash in a second. Let's see what Captain Cat sees.
Target spotted.
Manliness! Brawl! He's going to go down soon, but he's going to go down with Bowser. And he peels off. Can his team just swap with him? It's a balls push, guys. It's a balls push. Captain Cat goes down. He's the first one in, so of course he'd go down. But can CXF capitalize on the shock factor they have of having Brawl? And remember, gentlemen, before you drop in a comp match, always set your overrides. Scrumlord has free reign. The assault goes down, and whoa, that was a little bit of a stutter. Knives, did Knives shut down? Oh, that was difficult. It seems that the Aussies might be having some connection errors. Yep, the server shat itself. But Clan Crossfire is still on, well, they're at least on par for the most part. We might have to do a redrop because there are 2 disconnects. Yep, I am hardly in it because of the disconnects. I can't really put my mind to it. And technically for now it is White Knight Legion's win, but I will be asking both teams if they are okay to have a redrop the moment we get to lobby. So yep, there might be a redrop, so stay tuned. I'll just be settling some stuff with them in the lobby.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Okay. In the interest of both teams, we shall be having a redrop.
We have gained Epsilon. We've captured resource point Sigma.
So this match is invalidated because the Aussie servers just died. So, gentlemen, we are going for a redrop. Please wait while the teams re-prepare themselves with the new drop decks. Alright, so it has been confirmed the last match. We will, between an agreement between the two teams, we will invalidate the last match and we will be doing the match over again with different drop decks and from the same spawns. I'm sorry for the silence, I had to coordinate some stuff. And, well, even though last match was not the best example, let's just go through the map strat a little bit. I finally found the map strat, yay. So it was a straightforward balls push all over the Citadel. and right into... Oh, wait, sorry. It wasn't exactly this way now, was it? It was more of this way. Yeah. Into a concave here. But when you're going brawl against a concave, usually your first mag will go down, but because of the insane burst and sustain of brawl, you can actually bring something down. And Clan Crossfire actually did really well until, well, even with the disconnects. They were in the game for quite a while, they got a lot of damage out, but they were just not able to finish it. In the interest of both teams, we shall be having a redrop shortly. I hope you enjoy Caustic Valley as much as I do. And we're loading in. Did you think it was radiocast? Because it's not. Alright, so let's take a look at the decks. It looks like Clan Crossfire brought the same deck. And yes, it looks like same strategies on both sides. And let's see, will the ballsiness of Clan Crossfire work? They both have an inkling of what they're going to bring on both sides. So I'm interested to see how they'll tackle this. Will they do it differently? Will they... Oh! LRMs! It's from Bowser's Nova Cat! You disgusting human being! You disgusting human being! Oh man. Right, so I think they have predicted that CrossFit would bring the same deck, and now CrossFit is going for a balls push, it seems. They're all in a caldera, they're ready to jump anytime, but this time, White Knight Legion is hiding all the way back. They have so much range to play with, and CrossFit will be on the losing side if they let themselves be taken out by that. The balls push has begun. Shotgun Fist, he might be going down before even getting a single point of damage in. The Nazca. And they're rotating, they're on knives now. The Orion 1 with all the armor quirks. And so, the brawl has begun. I can't get into anyone's cockpit at this time because it's gonna be chaos, I tell you. But never mind, you know what, let's just do it. And he's going for the back on Night Jerk and get it! He almost gets it! Lawrence goes down, that's an assault. Whoa, that was a good shot! An excellent shot. Bowser, the Lermboat. He's of the least priority, he should be ignored right now. That Wolfhound just got splattered. Bowser goes down. Teos gets Shotgun Fist. This linebacker is gonna go down soon. And looks like the balls push is working. Teos gets cozened. TK is in their backs. Did TK just tank for them? Dragon. I hate the dragon, it just shakes your aim all over the damn place. Mr. Somaru goes down while I wasn't looking, and the Orion VA, which was beat up at the start of the match, it's coming back! Teos lost his arm, and now all they have left to deal with is Texan scrub lot, 1 light against 3 heavies, but if he can manage to maintain his lead, the distance, he can actually still win this for them. Let's see how Texan is doing.
Target spotted.
And he's not doing too well. He's got 1 ST open. If he takes a shot on that ST, he is going down.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Run like the wind, Texan.
Target spotted.
A top tier twisting right there. He's leading the linebackers on a wild goose chase. So let's see all the wreckage of the game. Yeah, they set up well, but the balls push just suddenly came through. It just punched through all of them. Teos is a stick, but he can still capture points for his team, and that's probably what he's going to be doing.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Meanwhile, Doomguard is trying to zone out Texan Scrublord. But Scrublord and Doomguard both will take, well, they have taken major damage. Doomguard can survive an ST, but Scrublord can't. Looks like White Knights just got their first cap, and so CrossFit is in the lead for caps. Doomguard just playing it passive. So I think Scrublord doesn't know where they are now, and he's going to get free reign. They're probably going to ambush him on a point. I can't say for sure. But first things first, maybe they should clean up the stick, that is Teos, so that he can't get any more caps. They know where TK is. Are they making friends now? Excuse me, sir. Oh!
Target spotted. Target spotted.
He's saving his ammunition. He's almost out of ammunition. Just needs 1 good shot on the ST. And he misses the shot. He has 1 more shot before he goes down.
Gateway destroyed.
Staring down. He almost gets it.
Target spotted.
1 more shot.
Enemy is at 25%.
Scrublord is 1 touch on the ST, but he's not going down. SRM spread. Thank you, PGI, for nerfing SRMs.
Confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
So we have a rabid pair of linebackers running after a wolfhound. Soccer players and dogs. They can't afford to miss too many more shots because, well, their ammo is running low. The Reds have 2 caps. And they are in the cap lead with 5 minutes left. And Texan Scrublord gets the Orion. I wasn't there to see it. Dang it. The pink Orion. Rest in pieces. The worst part is that they can't afford to let Texan. They can't afford to let him run wild because they're both damaged. And the moment he got out of their range, they were the ones in trouble instead. He gets the kill. That's a 1 CT shot, linebacker. Now, if I were them, if I were Nikoro or TK, the moment the Wolfhound got out of sight, I would have just hunkered down on 1 cap point, just sat on it the whole way.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Texan Scrublord giving Nikoro the browbeat. Top tier light psycho play. But all Nikoro needs is one good burn. And if he gets lured into the open, it's over. Sweaty, he should be turning back now. He's going for it. Manliness. Balls till the very end. Don't forget, he's in a linebacker which lost his ST, which means that he's a little bit slower than he should be. He can't chase the Wolfhound. Texan just ready to receive.
We have gained Epsilon.
Whoosh.
We've already gained a quarter of the resources.
Just one more. And Nikoro goes down. Looks like it is game for White Knight Legion. PGI, please buff SRMs so that they converge a little more than they do right now.
We've captured resource point Sigma.
And we're just waiting for the match to end, boys.
We've gathered enough resources.
There we go.
This triumph will provide us huge tactical benefits.
And of course the numbers across the board really big. Shotgun Fists was the first one to go down. He got singled out really hard. Generally well played for everybody here. Hey guys, in light of the previous match, can we get a buff SRMs in chat, please? I really need, like, you know, some help. Buff SRMs for hit. Alright, now it is the map ban. So, this week, the map ban is... Crap, I forgot. Never mind, don't worry. We'll be having it up in a second. It is HPG, Mining, and Forest. Team 2 gets the first ban, so stand by. So I will be inside the lobby dealing with the map ban. Give me a moment. Alright, gentlemen, the map ban is done. It seems like the next match we will be having a brawl favorite. It's the Mining Collective. This is gonna be fun. So here we go. We have updated. And as for the previous match, it was more or less the same as a balls push. So now we are waiting for both teams to set up the teams. Swapping some members in and out. And well, let's take a look at the map strat in the meantime. This is still on caustic. Alright, this is Mining Collective, but since I hear myself saying buff SRM's forehead, give me a moment to type something in the chat. And here we go. So for Mining Collective, everybody loves the center place on Theta, but because there are options for them to get, which are Sigma and Gamma, they might forego a center push to go into the sides. And if it goes into the sides, one team will have to come to the other. So usually it's a brawl team facing off against a darker team. Map control in general. So Mining Collective, the interesting thing about Mining Collective is that most people think that, hey, this is a brawl map. We're just going to go up to the center and we're going to go balls deep. And that is not the case. The only good place for brawling is really in here, this top center area. In the wings, like this. And you could argue that these areas are okay for brawling as well, but there are lots of obstacles in the way that can prevent you from getting over. Honestly, Mining Collective can have a range or a darker strat, because there's lots of high ground, lots of things to jump jet up on, and there's lots of open space when you're not in the wings or the center. So apart from these areas I have already marked, you don't necessarily have to brawl. We'll be seeing what the teams bring to this fight, and what can I say? I'm waiting with bated breath. Alright, don't mind us while we finish up some logistics on this end. Okay, and back to the main screen we go. And we're loading in. Give us a second while we load in. Okay, we're in. Don't worry, that was a borderline radiocast, but we're safe. And let's see what we have. We have Dhaka Assault on one side. Summoner to take the high ground, I do suppose. Hunchback 2C as well. And on Team 1 side, Zeus and Victor's Brawl Rush. It has to be a Brawl Rush. So let's see if Crossfire can receive, or if they just get overrun. Oh my, oh my. Oh my, would you look at the size of the...
It's a pretty.
Wait, I must see on the other mechs if they have wings as... Oh, they don't. Nice wings, guys. Really nice wings. I hope your 1 KMC was worth it. It's MRMs, Stank Fist, and some Brawl. And Crossfire, they're just developing their assaults only. They will be losing out in terms of mobility. So what would make more sense for them is to stay down and receive well. Texan, he peeks, gets shot, but he does not get hit. And White Knight Legion is consolidating. They are moving into the wing. There's an issue with my W key, guys. They're going to the wings. That's one of the areas I mentioned was good for brawling. Do they plan on brawling there, or are they going to push them straight right in? They do a drop. What are they doing? What are they doing? Is this a new strategy? And now CrossFit has the center. They'll have free reign on the center for now. I still have no idea what the Blues are doing. They are going to go around, are they? Are they trying to get a summoner? By this point, they have probably... Oh, the wings of Bowser's Zeus. Oh, can we get an F in chat for this? So they are running around an island with the assaults on them. Texan is in the backfield. Texan getting shot like turkey. He gets away without taking too much damage. Now, what is White Knight Legion trying to do? They need to push right onto the center, or could it be that they do not know exactly where the enemy assaults are? EXK and Krasnospesky, they can see everything from there.
Target spotted.
New target.
And Krasno, he sees it. He sees the Zeus moving up. He can take off the ST with the MRM arm on it.
Acquired.
I think this was a very big misplay on White Knight Legion's part, but only time will tell. We're getting softened up. But most of the enemies, look at what his targeting computer sees. They are really damaged. Asian Spectre is going to be the first line of defense. Let's see what he sees. Don't zoom in at point blank. Come on. Oh, deleted. So far it's quite equal, but the MRMs on those things, once they get the MRMs off on you into an assault CT, it hurts like hell. So if they strip the MRM arm, everything will be fine. Captain Cat doing some heavy lifting, EXK doing some heavy lifting. How will Captain respond?
Artillery strike.
He needs to back off urgently.
Critical damage.
He'll go down soon, and he goes down. And now it seems to be in favor of White Knights. Yes, it is in favor of the White Knights. The MRMs just took the Fafnirs out so hard. Oh, by the way, in case you don't know, Fafnirs have a massive CT and it just absorbs every single hit of the MRM. Something that only works on assaults. So that was more or less a hard counter if you ask me. If they brought Annihilators, more Annihilators, I think they would have stood a better chance. And EXK shuts down, did he? Not looking good for him. Now this is an interesting match because it was won because of mech geometry. It was won because White Knights brought a deck that was based upon SRMs and MRMs, and you know how those weapons tend to spread all over the place. But Crossfire brought mechs with really boxy torsos. The issue with that was that they were supposed to win because of the damage they got off early in the game, but because the White Knights were able to just concentrate all of that firepower to the CT of every single assault mech on the CrossFit side, CrossFit eventually crumbled.
We've captured Resource Point Sigma.
That was a great brawl, and that was perhaps the first time I really think that geometry actually matters in comp. Well, actually geometry always mattered, but it was the first time I saw it play such a massive role. Dying while standing. Honora, bro.
Resource Point Theta is ours. Command confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
Well,
We've gained Epsilon.
the White Knights could have moved a little bit better, a bit more concentrated, or, well, more focused, but at the end of the day, they still won the match. So, well, kudos, and a very good fight by Clan Crossfire as well. Good job, you Aussies and Canucks and Koreans. Look at the Zeus damage! He was doing some heavy lifting, along with the Mechcam Mark 2B and Assassin 21. CrossFit in general landed a lot of damage in the early game, but they were not able to follow up. And so that is today's match done and dusted. So before we get to the interviews, shall we do one giveaway? So while we wait for the interview to get kicked off, I have a 1K MC code here. And let's see, is Xantha still here? Oh, he's still here. Where is it? Ah, here we are. So this is a giveaway for 1K MC. Oh, I didn't remove the bots. Damn it. But it should be fine. Stranger come knocking, you get yourself 1000 MC. Okay, right now we are going to have a quick interview with the members of the teams.
The Cecil died. Oop.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
So, Cap and Mr. Sumar, really good games earlier.
Yeah, great games. Some very close ones in there.
Yeah, and you can also thank your Aussie telcos and MechWarrior servers for that one match in there.
I mean, I'm really grateful for White Knights for offering for a redrop on that. That's like I said, the GCs as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, the payment was us just letting you blow up your empty mechs.
Yep.
Doesn't feel good.
Yeah, that was. I felt like we had you banged to rights there, so it was I had to swallow that one. Frustration with that.
Yeah, there was a missed call on that one, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, gentlemen. So, let's cut to the chase. Today's the first time I've seen a match where mech geometry actually mattered so much. You brought, CrossFit brought Fafnir's on the last drop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got insta-geared by MRMs to the CT.
Yep.
So
that's why I brought the Zeuses.
Yep,
That's why I
so-
wanted the Zeuses.
Gonna ask Soma, on the topic of Zeus's, do you think that if they had brought a different deck, let's say a more annihilated focus, do you think it would still have done work?
That depends on. I don't know. I wanted some mobility in this one. I just wanted the mobility. I wasn't really thinking of armor quite so much, as well as ultimate firepower.
Okay. MRMs. And for CrossFit, I noticed that today you have brought mostly Brawl.
Yeah, bit of range on that first drop, and obviously some trading on drop 3 in Caustic. But yeah, a bit of brawl. So was it 2, 4, and 5? Was it brawly?
Yep. And what I'm curious about is that on Caustic, why did you specifically choose to Brawl? Because Caustic, unless both teams are committing to the center, it's a little bit hard to get in range for a Brawl.
Yeah. I mean, brawl. We have found that with the 6v6, especially a nice, simple strategy, it tends to work the best. And a brawl is the simplest strategy of all, and especially fast brawl. And to be fair, we almost pulled it off, but the Wolfhound carried White Knights really well.
Yes.
Just didn't have an answer for that range by then. if we'd still had the assassin, it might have gone very differently, of course.
Mm-hmm. And on the White Knight side, I was just curious because on most of the drops, for drop 1 and drop 2, for most of the drops, you were using the exact same drop decks. Were you worried about the opponent coming up with some hard counter to it?
Sometimes it's just best to stick with what you know, because sometimes people don't expect you to stay the same.
So we have one side who has been staying the same, and the other side who likes to switch it up a lot. I know CrossFit switches up a lot. Street linebacker. So yeah, both of you won your previous games 5-0. That was amazing. And so today we saw both of you come to a clash, and it was great. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for casting.
Thank you for casting. Thanks for the games, Cat and Cat.
Yeah, thanks, man. You guys really pushed us, and you deserve your win there. And I think they were really good games.
Oh, we were so freaking sweaty.
All right. So, gentlemen,
But the question is, who's going to stop 42 now?
Oh no!
Bowser, we all want to kick 42. We just want to just want to kick him.
Nobody likes the answer to everything in the universe. Nobody likes answers. Okay, gents, I am going to do a giveaway. So thank you for being here for the interview. I will catch up with you another time.
Cool. Could you make it so I win it?
That's a bit difficult, but I will pray for you, if that's enough. Thoughts and prayers.
Okay. Iron Jesus hasn't been on our side. Let's see.
All right, I shall be leaving this channel first, and on to the giveaways. Cheers, boys.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
All right, so now we have the last 2 giveaways. What I have is 1 mech pack and 1000 MC. Okay, so later I will be PMing all the people who want. Because if you have been selected, chances are you've been active in chat, and if you respond to my PM, I will send you the code. Because I'm confident that you're not a bot. Okay, let me remove the people who have already won. Bye, stranger. Bye, Nightbot. Bye, Moobot. Bye, Commander Root. And next is for 1 Mech Bay. Let's give it away. Sorry, Monty! John McFuzzy gets it! But look on the bright side, it means that you have a chance for 1000 MC, which is 3 mech base. Haha. Now, let's roll this for 1000 MC. Oh, I didn't get it! Damn it! Oh, sorry, I wasn't meant to say that. EXK wins! Sorry, Captain Cat, you're not getting anything out of this. So I will PM the winners later, and if you respond, I will send you the codes. If you do not respond, I will assume that, within, say, today, I will pass the codes on for the next streamer to use during their stream. Alright, and that should be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry for the technical errors on the first cast because I was connected to Australian servers and was trying to do it through caster.io. Didn't turn out so well, so I'm back in Singapore and streaming through Twitch, and it has been okay so far. Yippee yay yay. Also for One Drop, where the servers shat themselves. Sorry about that. You had to watch it, but well, at least it was interesting, right? Say it was interesting, please. Thank you. And beyond that, there are still a few matches going on, although we are reaching the end of the season. I hope that you will catch them. I don't know if I'll be casting anytime soon or for any other tournaments, but thanks for putting up with me. And with that, I am going to return it to the tournament TV, the spread with all the matches on them, and play some lit music. Thank you, and I hope I'll see you guys again.